Here it is, 7 o'clock p.m. Show you a pretty cool way to do an inspection. One thing I love about my glass cover. Hey, good morning. It's July 24th. This will be our 4th oxalic acid treatment on the bees, and so far it's been doing good. I've noticed a visual drop in the mites. Last weekend after an oxalic acid treatment, I probably after 24 hours I noticed about probably 26 dead mites that the bees have drug out of the hive. So the treatments are working. I'm going to try something different. I have been administering it with the oxalic acid wand, and I've been having a couple issues with it. One of the problems is with the wand that I have, and also the entrance, or the bottom board I have. The entrance is real thin, and my wand was never able to fit in there, so I always had to wedge it up. Well, the problem with that is you stir up the bees, create a gap, get a little bit of vapor leakage. So I decided I'm going to try something different, and they have what they call a GAS VAP. Usually it's made out of copper, and it's powered by a little butane or propane torch. So I built my own out of some brass that I had, actually, believe it or not, laying around. Honestly, if you were to buy these, you're probably looking at everything to build this would have been $30 for this type. So I mean, you could do it cheaper. This is what I had laying around. Brass holds heat, heats up pretty quick. It's a 1/2-inch coupler right here in the middle, a plug, a 1/2-inch to 1/4 bushing with pipe threads, and a 1/4 to flare or to ferrule. This has one of them barrel connector ferrules on it, and some 1/4-inch pipe. So that's what I'm doing. I'll be administering the same amount, which will be 1/2 teaspoon for this colony, and that's a 1/4 teaspoon per brood box. So I still got my double brood box here, and I think it's going to work good. The thing I like about it is I don't require a lot of special equipment. I have my smoker here, which is always lit by a propane torch. I have my propane torch with me. That's how I'll heat this up. No need to carry a car battery around. So I don't know, maybe it'll work.
Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I'm going to load this thing. I apologize for my I'm wearing my respirator right now, so I just wanted to put it on so I didn't have to worry about it. So what I do is I'll unscrew this, and all it is just a coupler. I'll take my oxalic acid treatment that I went ahead and pre-measured for up to a 1/2 teaspoon, and I'll take it and I'll just put it in here just like that. It just fits in there just like that, and then this screws on here like that, and voila, ready to use. Heat it with a torch and let it go. I built a little rod to help clean it out, so because after you vaporize it, it's going to crystallize in there, so you can just clean out the hole, clean out the drilled hole for the propolis, where the propolis is, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and smoke them, lock them in, and we'll give this a try. Okay, so what I do, I'm going to pull this cap right there. It's just a little plug I made. Stick this into the hole, just like that. Give them a little smoke, push them in, and then we'll cover them up. There you go, girl. Going inside. Going inside. There you go. Alright, I covered the entrance. That way they can't get out. I'll have a few get out here and there, but all in all, for this purpose, I'm going to go ahead and just cover off my my caps. If I was just doing this without a demonstration, I actually would just leave my lid on, let it vaporize out, and then so on, go on with my business. So, got my bees locked in, and let's go ahead and give it a little. See if we can give a little demonstration here. So, what I'm going to do, I got to heat this up. I need to heat it up for 2 minutes, just like how my last treatments were. And let's see, here's my clock. Set my timer for 2 minutes. Alright, see? Timer for 2 minutes. And we'll heat it up real good. It should be good. Ah. Now, one thing you need to remember is it gets hot very fast. Brass holds heat. You can't tell it's hot. So always make sure you got gloves and or a way to protect yourself from the heat. But I'm just heating up that. Just like that. For 2 minutes. So that vapor starts coming out of there. It's going to come out that tube. So, yeah, so, see how much better this is? I mean, I'm not getting attacked. I'm not in the flight path yet. There's a few bees out here that aren't happy. But it's nothing like it was when I was actually having to use the wand, sticking my hand down there. My gloves haven't been stung once. I haven't been stung once. I'm happy. The bees are happy. So, you know, it's so far so good. I'll give it a little bit more heated up. See that? It's coming out of that pepper, so that acid is vaporizing. And believe it or not, it's also going inside the hive as well. Alright, there's my 2 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the flame. And we'll let it set for another 2 minutes. I lost a lot of vapor here. Okay, so what I did, I heated it up for 2 minutes. And I took the flame off. I'm letting it set for a little more than 2 minutes, and this still is hot. I have noticed a few things that I may need to improve on my setup, but I think it worked. You know, I think I got some vapor in there, and it's worked. So only time will tell. I'll come check in a few hours, and we'll make sure that, well, not a few hours, you know, even 24 hours, and we'll check and see if there are any mites that are dead in there and stuff. But I'm letting them set for another 10 minutes right now, letting all that vapor go. Some of my improvements, I think I need to improve this connection, and we'll see. I think it got plugged up a little bit before, but all in all, I opened it up and I didn't see any oxalic acid in there, so I think for the most part it's going to be, they got their dose. I may need to improve something in the future, but all in all, I mean, this has been so much better. This has been a much better experience. Don't got bees all over me. I'm happy. They're just sitting there. So, all right. It's been a while, so I'm going to go ahead and give them a little ventilation. And give them a little bit more time with the entrance blocked, and then I'll pull it off. I know they're getting a little agitated. Those are the ones that were out before we blocked off the entrance. They may have even squeezed out. It's hard to tell. But yeah, so far, this is our 4th oxalic acid treatment. And I've noticed a huge difference in our treating. So hopefully we'll get them through the winter and everything will go good. With that, I'll keep you updated on how I improve the device itself. It's a homemade version of the GAS VAP. That's GAS VAP, V-A-P, and I like it. So far, so good.
All right, I got a few things out here so we can do a little demonstration on how this homemade GAS VAP apparatus is working. Maybe give you a better idea of what's actually happening inside. I got me a bottom board. I already had a hole drilled in it, and I went ahead and preloaded all my oxalic acid, so that way we didn't have to worry about fumbling around with it. But you just screw it on just like that, and just like that. Then stick it in the hole just like that. I got a little mark right about here. You can kind of see it. I just kind of scratched a light mark. Just put that to the outside, and that allows that much copper to stick out. Your gas is going to come out here, your vapor, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put my respirator on, and we'll do a test burn and show you how this thing works. It's always good to wear a respirator because that stuff is pretty bad on your lungs. You don't want it to burn your lungs. Also good to wear some safety glasses as well, just in case some splashes up that don't get in your eyes. So let me go ahead and get all suited up in my stuff. I'm not wearing the bee suit. I'm away from the bee yard. Bee yard's over there behind them trees. So, and they're doing their thing. So let's go ahead and see how this thing worked.
Okay, so as you can tell by the way I'm talking, you can barely understand me, so that means I have my respirator on and I got my lungs protected. I got my timer here for 2 minutes and my torch, and let's go ahead and light the torch and let's set the timer. And for 2 minutes. Real exciting stuff, huh? There we go. We can start seeing the vapor come out. So, as you can tell, it's put a pretty good vapor inside the hive. Hitting the bees. So, even with the little bit coming down here on the top, we got a pretty good dose of vapor inside the hive, so I think I'm really happy on how well this has performed. I'll continue it for 2 minutes. And a little bit of that was a plug. Give it a little heat on the cooler with don't break it up. Even with that coming out of there, my vapor stopped here, so they got a pretty good dose of oxalic acid. And now then we just let it sit for 2 minutes, which we're not going to do. I just wanted to give a little demonstration on how the vaporization works, and I think it's good. One thing I did notice is a little bit of a crystallization there, but I don't think that'll hurt anything. These will clean all that out, but pretty cool. I like it. I like it better than the wand, and this is maybe my preferred method. So thank you very much for watching.